In the aftermath of the 2024 election, America is even more divided than before. Half the country fears the end of democracy, and the other half welcomes it. As America inches toward the brink of authoritarian rule, now more than ever, we must force ourselves to have the necessary conversation.
Look at me in my nightrobe. Oh well, who cares?
Welcome to the Necessary Conversation. I'm Chad Kultgens. With me this week, today, a very special opportunity. Haley, my sister, is with my parents, Bob and Mary Lou, who are both MAGA Republicans. My sister is not, neither am I.
know.
That's what the show is. Why are you there, Haley?
We're on our way home from a trip to Colorado for Christmas.
Okay. How's the trip?
Good. We all miss Colorado, want to move back.
All right. Mom, how you doing? I see you're in your robe.
I'm sick. I'm sick, but guess what?
Didn't she sound sick?
I'm sick, but I'm not going to miss a podcast. I'm the only one who has never missed one in the history of that Necessary Conversation, and I'm sick.
Dad, how you doing?
Haley thinks COVID.
Great.
Dad,
how are you doing?
What?
How are you doing?
how are you?
I'm fine.
You guys watching Newsmax?
No.
No.
Hallmark? What are you watching? I beg of you, turn the TV off for just 1 hour.
No, the kids are
the
here.
Kids are watching
The kids are watching stuff.
Okay.
The kids want it on.
Well, this is our first episode past Christmas 2024. We are recording this on Sunday, December 29th. It is a few days before New Year's, before 2025, before the year Donald Trump will take office for his second four-year term. We have a question. Unless,
What?
Mom, do you have ditties? Hello?
No. Except, well, I got one.
She's in the kitchen.
I got one.
Why are you in the kitchen right now? You just...
I don't think you put this down as a topic.
Okay.
Biden pardoned, well, not a full pardon. He pardoned death sentences to life. There were 5, he did 35 people.
The word is commuted.
5 of them, they were child killers. They killed children.
Yep.
And instead of eye for an eye, and that they should be dead too. No. He said, I don't believe in the death penalty, so you don't have to die.
Except for 3 of them.
Except, he let 3 go.
Which means horse shit.
I just think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Haley, what are your feelings on the commuted sentences?
I didn't read anything about it. I don't know. What did he do?
All right. I don't know. Let's move on.
I have been in a different state and not working and I don't even know what day it is.
Okay. As this is somewhat of a Christmas episode, it's just a few days past Christmas. We have a question related to Christmas. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hello? Anyone? Is anyone with me here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all here.
I'm trying to fucking maneuver this setup that they have so you can see everybody while they're talking.
Okay.
Give them to me.
Well,
What?
that was empty.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday PM. Right? Okay.
What the fuck is happening? What is going on
He
there?
forgot his night pills.
She's getting medication.
Because you would have marked it off, right? And you didn't. There you go. There's your night pills. God damn. Too bad if I had to help you.
What are you washing the night pills down with there?
Mountain Dew.
All right. Here we go.
And then you got your insulin.
Okay. I'm going to play this question now. Are you ready? This show is, if we could have some organization, it would be great. Here we go. Here's the question.
Hi, Kultgen family. Longtime listener of the pod. I often listen to y'all when I'm at the gym and I'm lifting weights, and I use my frustration with all of politics as fuel for motivation to lift really heavy. Thanks. My question today has to do with Christmas, specifically the war on Christmas. Remember maybe a decade ago when a bunch of pundits were up in arms about how the secularization of Christmas in public spaces was leading the nation into a cesspool of immorality? What does everyone think about this? Are you concerned at all about the war on Christmas? Why do you think we don't hear about the war on Christmas anymore? Are we living in a time of moral decay? And is it because of Christmas or the lack thereof? Thanks for your answers, and thanks for all the gains. Merry Christmas.
All right, there you
Yeah.
have it. So do
Yeah,
you
that's a good
remember the war
question.
on Christmas,
What is
right?
he doing?
It's because Biden is the worst president in history of the United States, and he won't say Merry Christmas. All he says is Happy Holiday.
Okay, Dad, do you remember the war on Christmas?
Yes.
And do you think it's still being waged?
No.
All right. Thank you for your time. Mom, you think it's because of Biden?
Yes.
What
She's
is
in
she
the kitchen.
doing?
Yes.
She's
Drawing the knives.
getting. I can't.
Oh my
find her.
God,
I don't
this
know.
is a disaster.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Wait, what happened there? There.
Haley.
Okay, so the question is about the war on Christmas. Mom, if you could just remain present, I'm not even asking you to turn off the TV. If you could just stand there and talk to
The
us.
TV is off.
Don't be rude, Chad. Merry Christmas.
I don't be
I'm here.
rude.
I
Okay.
am present.
TV's
So what-
off.
Okay, what
I had
did you?
to get ice because Kitty
TV is off.
Kitty's
Okay.
had a very bad day. So I had to get her a cup of ice. I'm going to have to feed her some ice chips in a minute.
TV is off.
All right, we got it. The war on Christmas was the question. What do you think about it? Is it still happening? Why do you think that the war on Christmas was waged? Was there ever a war on Christmas?
Yes. Are you asking me? Who are you
Yeah,
asking?
you.
Yeah, it's the Bidens. You saw her at the White
Bidens
House
waged it.
standing there, and she was like, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, they're commies.
Right.
And the little kid was, Merry Christmas. And her face was like, oh yes.
They're
Let me ask you this.
commies.
How does saying happy holidays in any way detract from anyone saying Merry Christmas?
Because they don't want to say it was
Okay.
Christ's birthday and that it's a
Christian
Christian
holiday.
holiday.
Well, I mean, Christians co-opted it from pagan religions. You understand
what?
that, right? All Christian holidays are co-opted from pagan religions.
That's good.
All right. Thank you for your question. If
We
anybody else wants
evolved and the rest of the pagans didn't.
All right. If anyone else wants to send us a question, please email it in audio or video format, 1 minute or shorter, to the necessary conversation pod at gmail.com. I go through them all.
Arms
Thank
get
you, everybody,
tired
for-
yet?
I do this every week. Hey,
Where is Mom now?
right here. I wanted to say something. I forgot this part. Someone on Instagram, and I'm not very good of keeping up with messages and all that on there
Yeah.
because I just don't. But anyway, someone did say,
What are you drinking?
Topo Chico tangerine and ginger extract.
Yeah.
ooh, that sounds good.
What are you washing down with that?
Nothing.
Okay. One person did say, instead of us doing 4 segments of politics,
Mhm.
because everybody's kind of tired of politics right now. I mean, they really are. I kind of am too. Why not do 2 segments of politics and 2 about family?
Great.
Because they think we're pretty damn funny sometimes.
Set it up.
We are
Anytime you want to
genuine.
produce segments, let me know.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
All right. Shall we move into our first of 4 political segments?
Yes, sir.
All right.
There
The
she
first.
goes. There
What?
she goes.
And then she's gone. She just walks away.
She said yes, and she's gone.
But what is she doing? Where is she going? Why
Kitty
is she
is over
leaving?
here like
Pan.
yeah,
Pan.
she's panting.
No, you can
so,
pan the iPad. Kitty's had a very rough day,
Okay.
so I have to give her ice chips because her trachea is getting really bad.
All right.
Ice chips seem to help her.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
move on. Our first topic is the Maga Civil
But the
War.
TV is off.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The first topic is the MAGA Civil War. MAGA is turning on itself, as this week saw a rift form in the Republican Party over high-skilled immigration policies, particularly concerning the H-1B visa program, which allows U.S. companies to employ foreign workers in specialized occupations. Trump expressed support for the H-1B visa program, saying, "I've always liked the visas. I have always
it.
been in favor of the visas.
Stop it.
That's so why we have them." The true president, Elon Musk,
Terrible.
also advocated for increasing high-skilled immigration to address talent shortages in the tech industry. But far-right MAGA Republicans fought back. Laura Loomer criticized Trump's appointment of Siram Krishnan, an Indian-American tech entrepreneur, as an AI advisor, citing his previous support for expanding high-skilled immigration. In reaction, Musk then temporarily suspended Loomer's verified status on his X platform. This internal debate underscores the challenges the Republican Party faces in reconciling the interests of its tech industry supporters who advocate for increased high-skilled immigration with those of its hardline base who fear such policies may undermine American workers and contradict the America First agenda Trump ran on. Taking the argument even further, Musk said, quote, hateful, unrepentant racists should be removed from the Republican Party root and stem. Musk made the statement in response to a post on X by Neera Tanden, Biden's director of U.S. Domestic Policy Council, who said, I'm an Indian American who was born here, and it's crystal clear that the Democratic Party sees me as American, and a large part of the base of the Republican Party does not. Musk replied, writing, yes, and those contemptible fools must be removed from the Republican Party root and stem. Musk clarified in a follow-up post that when he said contemptible fools, he was referring to those in the Republican Party who are hateful, unrepentant racists. He added, they will absolutely be the downfall of the
Jesus
Republican Party.
Christ.
You okay? You all right?
That was a long one.
It's not done. But whatever, it can be. Let's move on. Dad, since you're so eager to not have me talking, why don't you talk a little bit about where you stand on the H-1B visa?
I don't believe in any visas. Fuck them.
Okay,
Get their asses out of here.
so you disagree with Trump.
Sure.
Interesting. But you voted for him.
That's right.
Do you
And
think
if
he's
he-
going
And
to...
if he says it's okay, I'll live with it.
Okay, and so do you think then that there may be other things that you're going to disagree with Trump on?
Probably not.
Okay. So that'll be the only one, the H-1B visa.
That's probably it.
All right, thank you. Mom, how do you feel about
And the
the H-1...
TV is off.
Thank you. Mom, how do you feel about the H-1B
Where
visa?
are we going?
You spoke way too long. I didn't understand any of it.
This is a visa that allows American companies to hire foreign workers if they're high skilled, almost specifically in the tech industry. Elon Musk does this, Google does this,
Yeah, let's have
Facebook,
a bunch
everybody
of
does it.
foreigners running our IT.
So it's literally taking away American jobs by hiring people from outside of America to perform
Yeah,
them.
that's not good. No,
All right, well, Trump supports it.
Well, then you agree with me.
I don't think that's right.
I literally just read what he said. Here's
Okay.
what Trump said about
No,
the...
Mom is saying she doesn't agree with
I
that.
don't agree with
Oh.
it.
Yeah, don't read it again.
Okay. But you do acknowledge that Trump wants to use H-1B visas.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I don't think that's right.
Okay, interesting. So do you think that Trump then is betraying the ideals he ran on, America
No.
First?
No.
How is that reconciled in your mind? This is clearly against the idea of America First, only using Americans to fill American jobs.
I don't know. I don't think it's right to give it to foreign people.
But Trump does.
Well, that's okay.
I guess that's okay for now.
Okay, so you also are disagreeing with Donald Trump on this point.
Yes, I think I am.
Okay, interesting. Now, if something else comes up in the near future or at any point in the next 4 years that you disagree with Trump on, do you think... What's that?
Baiting me. You're baiting.
I'm not baiting you. I'm asking
Yes,
you,
you are.
like, this is the first time on this show that you and Dad have disagreed with something Donald Trump said or supports. It's the first time. What I'm getting down to is how many of these things will have to mount up where you disagree with him before you realize this is not the candidate you should have voted for.
He's always the candidate that we should have voted for.
Even though you disagree with his
He
policies.
will make America great again.
Well,
It's
he's
either,
giving American...
it's either put up with a little bit of Donald Trump's nonsense or
Yeah.
turn to communism, and because the other half of that equation is nothing but communists.
Okay, so it's lesser of two evils, but he is going to, or he at least is in support of giving American jobs to foreign workers. Hello?
Haley, on to Haley.
All right, Haley,
Yeah.
what do you think about
This
this?
is a stupid question.
Do you agree with Trump?
No.
Ah, so you're also against foreign workers getting these jobs?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, there should never be a ban on like who can get a job, but they're
Right.
exclusive. This is a Elon Musk monopoly. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. He's just like the yes man now for Elon Musk.
Correct.
So
Elon Musk said this must be the way it is because he needs basically engineers from other countries to work Twitter, to work all of his AI shit.
Yeah.
And so Donald Trump is behind it.
Yeah, I
behind
don't think
Musk.
that, you can't hire foreign people to do jobs in America. But in this particular instance, it has everything to do with Elon Musk and nothing to do with Donald Trump. He's just a puppet at this point.
Do the
I think that it.
On Dad, do it.
How's Haley freezing up?
What?
I don't know.
I don't have any idea what's going on here. Let me move on and ask you this.
Neither do we.
In part of this, Laura Loomer, who's a hard right Republican, basically came out and said that this is wrong. You're taking jobs away from Americans. And Elon Musk revoked her verified status on Twitter, which made her unable to monetize for at least a short period of time. Dad, do you think that's good?
Yeah.
You agree with Laura Loomer, though.
Yeah.
And so Musk punished her, and you think that's good?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
There's got to be repercussions for things.
But she's in the right.
Doesn't matter.
She agrees with you.
I know. Doesn't matter.
What the fuck?
Okay. I think something's happening here. The logic of all of your support for Donald Trump and all of this shit is starting to fall apart.
Here's your problem. Here's where you're misinformed.
Okay.
You like so many other dumb asses around.
Oh God, here we go.
Think that Elon Musk is running the show. He's not running the fucking show.
Well, he is in this case.
No, he's not.
Absolutely is.
No,
he said, I support the H1 visa and H1B visa, and then Trump said, me too.
Yeah.
Even though it contradicts what Trump ran on.
Trump doesn't care what Musk thinks.
I beg to differ.
Well, I know you beg.
Donald Trump,
you ain't getting to differ.
The one thing that is the most important thing to Donald Trump in the world is money.
You can beg all you want. You're full of baloney.
Okay.
Donald Trump appreciates and really only cares about money. Elon Musk has more of it than anyone.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, on to the next question.
Oh, Trump only cares about money?
Yes.
Yeah, he's only raised his net worth $4 billion.
Which is nothing compared to Elon Musk.
Musk is kind of off tonight. He's like
Musk was already worth 400 million or billion.
Mom, you can't be having conversations in the background with other people either. It like all of you guys are coming through one audio channel, so we need to, kind of try and make it like you're talking to us on the show, if that's possible.
I get it.
Thank you.
I'll be good. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Our second topic is, this is Trump's America now. A Colorado man is facing possible bias-motivated charges for allegedly attacking a television news reporter after demanding to know whether he was a U.S. citizen, saying, "This is Trump's America now," according to court documents. Patrick Thomas Egan, 39, was arrested on December 18th in Grand Junction after police say he followed local Pacific Islander news reporter Jerron Alex's vehicle for around 40 miles from the Delta area. After arriving in Grand Junction,
Good for him.
What?
I said good for him.
After arriving in Grand Junction, Egan, who was driving a taxi, pulled up next to Alex at a stoplight and, according to an arrest affidavit, said, "Are you even a U.S. citizen? This is Trump's America now. I'm a Marine and I took an oath to protect this country from people like you."
So get out and put your face in the dirt.
Alex, who had been out reporting, then drove back to his news station in the city. After he got out of his vehicle, Egan chased Alex as he ran toward the station's door and demanded to see his identification, according to the document, laying out police's evidence in the case. Egan then tackled Alex, put him in a headlock, and began to strangle him, the affidavit said. Coworkers who ran out to help and witnessed told the police that Alex appeared to be losing his ability to breathe during the attack, which was partially captured on surveillance video. Egan was arrested on suspicion of bias-motivated crime, second-degree assault, and harassment. He is scheduled to appear in court next week, I believe, to learn whether prosecutors have filed formal charges against him. Dad, the first question was going to be, do you think this is acceptable behavior? You clearly do.
Oh, hell yes.
And why is that?
Well, if we got ex-Marines dropping the old flag on some of these foreigners, I think it's great.
He's not a foreigner.
He's a U.S. citizen.
U.S. citizen.
Yeah, but he's foreign.
What the fuck?
No, she's got to go potty.
So
He's not a foreigner, Bob.
So you are completely behind this guy doing this?
What, the ex-Marine dropping the guy like a flag? Yeah.
Dropping the guy like a flag. I don't know. I've never heard that phrase.
Put him on the ground.
Okay. And you think this kind of politically motivated violence is fine to do?
Sure.
All right. Haley, I assume you don't?
No, not at all. I feel like it's an isolated incident. I don't think a lot of people are going to be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, I guess.
Well, exactly. That is kind of to my next question on this. Is this the tip of the iceberg? Once Trump is inaugurated in, what do we got here, 10 days or so, 11 days? Once he's inaugurated, do you think stuff like this is going to be happening
Your
more
math
often?
is about as good as your point of view.
When's he get inaugurated?
19th.
Oh, is it?
Well, he gets inaugurated
mixed
on
up
the
with the
20th, so he takes
premiere of,
command on the 20th. So he's got 19 days left he's got 3 days in December if you count today, and he's got 19 days in January.
I thought it was earlier than that. My apologies.
That's 22 days.
So do you think, Dad, that things like this will happen more once he's in office?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because once he's in office, you won't need to be doing this shit. He'll be doing it.
I don't know. It might be regional, places like Texas where like you have, I don't know. I guess any big city, like a lot of big cities are pretty liberal. And then when you get to the outskirts, not so much.
Yeah.
I think it'll be regional though. Like you probably won't see shit like this in California, New York, but like Texas, Florida, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it will increase. Dad, you said people won't need to be doing it. Once he's in office, he'll be doing it. What do you mean by that?
He'll be cleaning the house.
Trump will be tackling local news reporters?
He'll do what needs to be done to straighten America out.
What does that mean?
Means get everybody thinking right wing.
And
so if you don't follow along, you're going to get your ass stumped on the back of the head.
Or
By
you're
who?
going to get Luigi Mangione.
Yeah.
By who, though? Who's going to thump you on the head?
Marines.
Yeah. MAGA.
Just random MAGA people?
Yeah, we'll get tired. We'll get sick and tired of your bullshit. Start knocking you on the head.
But you understand,
That'll get your fucking attention. Hasn't it got your fucking attention already? Yes.
You have this idea that the left won't fight back, that it's only MAGA.
You know why?
Okay.
You're nothing but pussies.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. Luigi Mangione, in broad daylight, gunned down a CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah.
You don't think that is going against your idea of the left not having the balls to do something?
What left?
He killed the CEO of a major health insurance corporation in the United States for only left-leaning reasons.
Oh, no, he's got more reasons than what you're thinking.
You think he's MAGA?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, interesting. Mom, do you think this is acceptable behavior?
Yes.
You've been asked a question.
Yes.
Is she? You don't have to be doing this. I mean, we can end this episode early.
Quit being rude. I'm here.
Quit being. You're absent for most of the podcast. You said you're the only person who's been on every podcast. You ain't in this one.
Yes, I am, mister. I have a dog that needs my attention.
He
and you
said,
know what?
do you think that it's okay that some wild man pulled up on a fucking news anchor and said, let me see your ID, you're not from this country, and then beat the shit out of him?
No,
and said this is
not
Trump's America now.
That's not right.
Yeah, it is.
No.
So you're against that?
Yeah.
Do you
That's
think
not right.
more of these types of things are going to happen once Trump is sworn in?
Yeah.
We will see. And don't say I'm not in this podcast. I'm right here. But you know what?
Right.
If I had to say, okay, I can't be in this one due to Miss Kitty, I would bow out. But I'm here.
Okay. Very noble. Let's move on to our simmer down. Jimmy Carter died today at the age of 100. He died peacefully at his home. What?
Go ahead.
What's he saying?
Kitty's eyeballs wet.
Their dog is looking real bad right now.
All right. Jimmy Carter died today at the age of 100. He died peacefully at his home in Plains, Georgia, surrounded by his family. He was the 39th president of the United States from 1977 to 1981. His presidency was marked by significant achievements,
Thank God.
including brokering the Camp David Accords between Egypt and Israel, as well as challenges such as the Iran hostage crisis and economic difficulties. After leaving office,
Put that old bastard out of my misery.
he dedicated his life to humanitarian efforts, founding the Carter Center in 1982 to promote human rights and democracy. In recognition of his efforts in international conflict resolution and human rights, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. He was the only U.S. president to publicly admit seeing a UFO. Now, I was alive during his presidency. What?
I'm coming. That's why you liked him, because he said he saw a UFO.
He also, I didn't have it in here, but he also divested. He owned a peanut farming operation, and he sold the whole thing when he became president, keeping in the tradition of when you become a president, you get rid of all your personal investments so that you don't have conflicts of interest. Donald Trump has never done that, and in fact, quite the opposite, has grossly profited from his...
Quite wrong there on your statement that you divest of everything. You do not.
Okay.
You put it in a trust, and it's held there by other people until you're done.
Yeah, fine.
You still own every fucking stick of it.
All right. Mom, what is your reaction to Jimmy Carter dying?
So go back and retract your statement.
Okay, I retract my statement. Mom, what is your reaction to Jimmy Carter dying? You and Dad were adults, full adults during his presidency. I was only age 1 to 5, I think, roughly. So I don't have any memory of him as a president. Mom, what did you think of him?
Yeah, I mean, Democratic.
Next to
Gave away a lot of things, helped a lot of people. I remember building of all the houses and stuff like that.
So you have a positive memory.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I
Did
do.
you vote for him?
No.
Who'd you vote for?
Who was it that year? It wasn't him that we
Ford.
voted. Yeah, Ford. We saw him. Yeah.
Dad, what's your opinion of him?
He's a giant piece of shit. The only one worse than him is Biden.
Oh dear God.
Not even Obama?
I wouldn't even. Obama is still the president that we have now. So Obama, the way I look at it, Obama, Biden, Kamala Harris are all the same president.
Okay.
And that's the worst president we've ever had is those three jackasses combined.
Okay.
His face is like.
The only other one worse than them is Carter.
Okay.
He
Hey,
let 64 hostages set in Tehran in a
That is-
prison for God knows how long.
That is right. I do remember.
And he is a big giant pile of shit.
Now, bringing up
And him dying is no sweat off my ass.
You're
okay,
glad
now
he's dead.
Him
Huh?
bringing up
Glad he's dead.
Okay.
him bringing up prisoners. Do you realize there are still 100 prisoners over there? No one talks about them anymore. And I think 5 are American. It might even be more.
Over where?
In the war,
In Gaza.
Gaza,
I thought you were talking about
100.
Tehran. I don't know.
No.
100 still there. Nobody's talking about it. No, Biden's going on vacation.
Well, as soon as Carter left office,
Worst
the-
president in history.
we
of
got
the United
the
States.
hostages back.
Yeah, that is true.
right.
Yeah, that is true.
Haley, do you have any thoughts on Jimmy Carter?
Was not alive during his presidency. All I know is what
Lucky
I've read. Seems like he did a lot of good shit. I don't know.
After it
Seems
was-
like a good dude.
After he left.
Good dude.
All right. Let's
Piece
move
of
on
shit.
to our third our
What?
third topic.
You just
The-
hit something. She hit something weird. Just a minute.
I
What,
didn't hit anything. Where's
It's
your
fine.
volume?
what did it say? It said something weird. She hit something weird.
I didn't.
Oh my God.
Yes, you did. Can you hear us, Chad?
Yes.
No, he can't. Just a minute.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
You just have to turn the volume
There.
up on your iPad.
There. I fixed it.
Okay. Are you ready for topic number 3?
Yeah.
I think so.
Does this
The-
one come with a 16-hour litany?
You sit there and watch Newsmax
No,
24
I'm not
hours a
watching
day.
Shit.
And all it is people droning on about whatever you're listening to, but you can't listen to your own son read a news segment for 35 seconds, 40
Oh,
seconds?
Chad, stop it.
35 seconds.
You're putting a knife in us again.
How about
Putting a
4 or
knife
5
in you? You guys put the knives in us
5
literally
minutes.
every moment of this podcast.
What?
We get called dipshits, talked over, interrupted, made fun of, literally in every podcast. How are we putting the knives in you?
And you know what? You
Huh.
know whose fault that is? Yours.
All right. Moving on to the TikTok ban, Trump has requested that the Supreme Court delay the impending U.S. ban on TikTok scheduled for January 19th. He argues that this postponement would allow his incoming administration time to negotiate a resolution addressing national security concerns associated with the app. Trump emphasized his unique position to broker such a deal, citing his consummate deal-making expertise and
Stop it.
political will.
You're
The
terrible.
The ban stems from legislation signed by President Joe Biden in April of 2024, which mandates that TikTok's parent company ByteDance divest its U.S. operations or face prohibition. The law reflects bipartisan apprehensions that the Chinese government could exploit TikTok to access U.S. users' data. TikTok has contested the ban.
Participation.
What?
We're listening. Go.
I heard bipartisan.
Mom gets pissed when there's no topics. Then I spend about 2 hours putting all this shit together. And then I get
2.5
berated for
hours
reading it.
Reading it to me.
All right. TikTok ban. What do you think?
I like TikTok. I don't want it banned. I know Trump said he would in the beginning, but now he's rethinking it.
Yeah.
A lot of people make money off TikTok. So why would they like to ban that?
What are you washing down?
And I like to make little movies on TikTok. I like TikTok.
Okay. Dad?
What?
He doesn't even know.
I
what
don't
it
even
is.
know what TikTok is.
Don't ask him
All
a
right.
question. Go to Haley.
Haley, I know you're against the TikTok ban. Seems like Trump might be too. Is this something you would agree with Trump on?
Yeah, if he doesn't want to ban TikTok, sure, we're on the same page. Same page.
I agree. Moving on. The Gaetz report.
We need to be good.
I have
now
to
and
read
listen.
this because
Or
it
Chad will get
contains
mad.
information that I'm then going to ask you questions about. Okay. The House Ethics Committee has released a report alleging that former Representative Matt Gaetz engaged in serious misconduct during his tenure in Congress. The report presents substantial evidence that Gaetz paid for sex with a 17-year-old girl in 2017, which would constitute a violation of Florida's statutory rape laws. Additionally, the investigation uncovered instances where Gaetz solicited prostitutes, used illegal drugs, accepted improper gifts, and attempted to obstruct the committee's inquiry. In response to the Ethics Committee's report, Gaetz has denied any wrongdoing, insinuating that the report is a politically motivated attack intended to damage his reputation. He stated, quote, "There is a reason they did this to me in a Christmas Eve report and not in a courtroom of any kind where I could present evidence and challenge witnesses." The release of this report has also led to discussion about Gaetz's political future. Some allies of President-elect Donald Trump have encouraged Gaetz to remain active in politics despite the allegations. Steve Bannon, a former Trump advisor, remarked, "Gaetz must return like Trump returned. Don't back down, double down." Gaetz has hinted at a potential future political return, including possible runs for governor of Florida and the U.S. Senate or a return to the House of Representatives. Haley, is Gaetz going to come back to the Republican Party?
No. No. After all, no. I don't think so.
What do you think? He'll be a Democrat? Or what? What are you talking about?
I don't think they're going to let him back in anywhere.
No, coming back to politics, I mean. Will he be,
No, I
run
don't-
for Senate? Will
No.
he? They can't stop him from running. He can run.
I mean, I guess that's true. No one can stop you from doing anything, but I don't know. I guess what an egomaniac. What a fucking, I don't know. I would like to think no, because he'd be sunk, but I guess our president is a rapist, so maybe.
Exactly. Mom, do you think he's going to come back to politics?
No, if he did all those things, no. But what's odd is,
He's only been accused. He hadn't been convicted.
yes,
of anything.
but they brought all this up as he wanted, to do, what was it, the title thing. And why did they, they just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, why did they bring all this up now? Why didn't they bring it up a long time ago?
Because the investigation concluded right when Trump wanted him to be a part of his cabinet. And so then he bailed out of that and he quit the House thinking that that would render the investigation null and void and that the results would never come out. But now
Okay.
the House has put out the results anyway. And so this information is now out there that he raped the 17-year-old girl. paid her for sex, did illicit drugs, all this other stuff. But people are telling him within the Republican Party, you should run again, come back to the fold. Basically, like Steve Bannon is saying, double down on all of this. And in an administration where, like Haley said, you've got a rapist as the president, will any of this actually matter? That's kind of my question to you. Well, I guess my real question to you, Mom, is this. Do you believe he raped this 17-year-old girl?
I don't know. I was not there. And is it accused or what? Did he already go to trial for it?
No, there was no trial. The DOJ looked at the evidence and decided to not press charges. But this is a separate investigation that the House ran that says they do have, quote, what did it say? The report presents substantial evidence that Gaetz paid for sex with a 17-year-old girl, used illegal drugs, accepted improper gifts, and attempted to obstruct the investigation itself, which is a crime.
Kind of like Russia, accused. Never happened.
Okay. So you don't think he raped?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
All right. Dad, do you think he raped?
No,
Why is that?
Dad was there.
because I don't believe anything they drum up against anybody.
You believe no accusations against any human being?
No, against right wing.
Chad's
Okay.
in a mean mood tonight, isn't he? He's
What?
not.
She said you're in a mean mood tonight. You're not.
I'm in a
funny.
mean mood. What am I supposed to fucking do? Everybody's talking over each other. Dad doesn't want to answer the questions. It's hard to do a show when people don't want to.
I just
be in it.
answered your damn question.
Thank you.
Dad's been good.
And Mom, you're kind of like half in, half out of this one. Do you think Donald Trump will support Matt Gaetz' attempt to come back?
I mean, he
Yes.
picked him. He was his original choice.
Eventually, he will,
Yes, probably.
and Gates will be back in the fold.
Okay. Do you think that, forget if you believe he did rape or not, do you think that a rapist should be allowed to hold office in federal politics in the United States?
Until it's proven that he did it, yes.
I'm not saying until it's proven or not.
baiting
I'm
us
saying, I'm not baiting you. I'm asking you, do you think a rapist should be able to be in United States federal politics?
No.
A convicted,
Depends on what-
if he was convicted, no, probably not.
Depends on what the situation is.
He's baiting us because he's going to go,
I'm
well,
not
Trump.
baiting you. I'm literally asking you because you did vote for one as president.
I
And
knew
No,
it.
he
I knew
didn't.
no,
he was going to bait
when,
us.
Mom, I'm not baiting. Jesus Christ.
You are baiting us and sticking
Gaslight,
knives in us
gatekeep,
tonight.
girl boss.
How is that baiting you? I'm just asking questions.
No, you like turned.
Trump's
I mean,
Trump's never been convicted of rape.
He was convicted of sexual assault.
Oh,
That's not right.
So
Okay, should
Does it
somebody who has
matter?
been convicted of sexual assault be allowed
No.
in federal United States politics?
just
Yes.
think about that. Think about what that means for all of the women in the United States.
it means good things.
Oh, it does not.
Yeah, it does.
He's just trying to bait us to say.
I'm not baiting you. Dad is the one saying that he thinks it's good. I didn't even ask a question. He just
I
says
didn't
that means
say it
good
was
things.
Good. I said it was okay. You said, "Is it all right?" I said, "Yes."
No,
it's not.
Haley just
No, it's
said,
not.
what do you think it means for all the women in the country if there's a rapist in some form of federal United States politics? And you said it means good things.
It'll be good things for women. Yes.
Oh God.
How is that reconciled? What do
He's
you mean
finding
by
it
that?
There's no
Chad.
reconciliation.
No, what do you mean by that? That having somebody who has committed sex.
You spend your entire night in broadcast on speculation of fictitious shit that never happens.
What are you talking about fictitious shit? This came out in a House ethics inquiry. They
No,
released
I'm
the
talking
report.
about, now you're talking about two different things. See, you jump from Trump to Gates, from Gates to Trump.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm talking about.
Hey, look, I'm
Pe-
telling you,
Yeah.
neither one of them's been convicted of shit.
Well, Donald Trump has actually been convicted of 34 felonies.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
What are you
That-
talking
that'll
about?
all be water under the bridge in 22 days.
And Biden
Right. They're
just
not
gets
going to
off the
sentence him,
hook.
but he is still convicted of
millions
those
of
things.
Oh,
things.
goddamn, I ain't going to go over and over and over.
Well, why can't you have the conversation, though? You're denying a fact. He was
No, I'm
convicted
not
of 34
denying the fact.
felonies.
You're You're telling me shit that isn't fact.
Y'all want to sing a Christmas song?
You don't think he was convicted of 34 felonies?
No,
But you know he was.
no, he wasn't.
I just don't understand how you get to that point. We've done multiple
I'll tell
episodes
you
about
how
that very
we get
thing.
to that point.
Okay.
Mr. Jack Smith and his entire prosecution and the entire thing is going to go away as never happened, which means those 34 convictions never fucking happened.
No, the sentencing isn't going to happen, but the convictions already did
No,
happen.
Never going to happen, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Cobra. I think they did happen,
I'm Rambo.
and maybe he'll
Sissy
pardon
Rambo.
himself and expunge his record. That's possible, but he'll have to do that in order to clear those felonies. He's the first felon we've ever had as president.
You like holding that iPad for now?
God almighty.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Thanks
Yeah.
everybody for joining
Wrap it
us
up.
for this episode.
Chad is not in a good mood tonight.
Well, those are all my topics. Do you have any
The
other
whole
topics?
world's going
What'd
to
you
put-
say?
This one is just kind of a mess. You're all talking over each other and stuff. And it's like, it's hard to continue the conversation. So I think we should end it here. But we can come back next week. Hopefully there'll be some more political news. Oh, you know what we could talk about real quick? This is our last episode before the new year, before New Year's Eve. Let's have some resolutions. Dad, what are your resolutions for 2025?
I don't have any.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
participating.
Pay
Mom?
zero income taxes.
Okay. Mom?
Better health and to be happy.
Okay,
I'm
those
not
are pretty
happy.
good ones.
Yeah.
Haley?
She just, I'm not happy. You're like, okay, next.
What do you want me to say to
Stabbing me
that?
with a
I
fucking
mean,
knife again.
I'm
That's all
not
he does.
happy. Okay, next.
Do the Donald Trump voice. Okay.
and some people are saying everybody's going to be happy. Some people are saying it's happiness like we've never
It's-
seen.
It's the golden year.
What's with the fucking fingers?
He does that.
That's
Donald
how he
Trump
talks.
does it.
He does this.
Hey, one after you get to Haley, we have grandbabies here.
No,
Yeah, they just want to say hi.
no.
Oh, okay. They did want to sing Christmas songs, but I
They
guess
must be
Well,
left. They
I
must
want-
be left wingers. They got nothing to say.
I want to get into a better fitness routine.
yeah.
Mhm.
I want more money and I want to travel.
Okay.
Here's my
So
Roman.
you want to be more fit. You want to
Roman
become a
wants to be
billionaire.
a star.
More fit, more rich,
All right.
Get over,
more.
get over.
You're never
Roman, you've
gonna
appeared
be-
on this podcast before. I think one other time, right? How are you
Yes.
feeling about the upcoming year 2025 with Overlord, the orange one, Donald Trump, coming into office in less than a month?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unsure.
Just like his mother. No, what do
I
you
mean,
think about Donald Trump?
How old are you, Roman?
20.
20 years old. You are the future of this country.
This
You're not
is
even
true.
Gen Z, right? You're Gen Alpha?
No, he's
No, I'm Gen Z.
Young side of Gen Z. You guys are about to inherit all of this shit, and your generation is going to be the ones that have to pick up all the pieces from this, what has become a very fractured American political
So you
landscape.
better get your ass thinking right wing.
How do you think that will be done? Do you think it can be done?
I have no idea.
Do you think Trump will pull us
AOC.
out of the depths of hell that Biden put us in?
no.
No.
What? It's about to get much worse.
Without Donald Trump, your business would be.
No. Donald Trump is going to make us rise again.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how.
Haley, wait a minute. Didn't you literally make more money than you've ever made because you were making Kamala Harris Tim Waltz cookies?
Yes.
Literally selling products that are anti-Trump. She has
Yes.
made more money than ever in the history of her business.
And yeah, and without Donald Trump, she's going to be giving all of it back to the government.
I wonder
Okay.
how much she'd make if she did Trump more.
Roman, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No.
Perfect.
Thanks
Chad,
for joining us.
do you?
I do. My big New Year's resolution, something I really want to do in 2025, is have an out-of-body experience. I think I'm close, and I think I'm going to get there.
Okay.
I think you're there. You've been hallucinating for 2 years.
This whole show
Yeah.
has been hallucinating.
We're all like, I want to take trips, but I am close to having an out of body experience.
Wait a
I
minute.
am.
I got a question. How are your songs doing?
Oh, pretty good. I just made a new one. This past week, I'm making a whole album for this show called Love Island. So I made like a theme song for that show that's really good.
Oh, my cookbook is going to be done this year.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
probably be shooting that to you to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to do so.
Oh, Chad, you're going to start a new podcast for me and one of my friends, and it's going to be called Barn Drama. So
Okay.
you need to be the creator of Barn Drama for me and a friend. I have the outline.
What? What are you talking about? I'll see if I can squeeze it in. There's
Okay.
absolutely no way I can produce another podcast at this point.
Yes,
Time-wise.
you can.
I don't
Or
believe
you
it.
want to do a
Okay.
reality TV show
Yes, I want to do a reality TV show.
called Barn Drama.
Sounds great. I'll let you know when I'm available to do
Okay.
that. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Again, if you have questions for next week, please email them to thenecessaryconversationpod@gmail.com. Keep them to 1 minute or under as an audio or video format, please. And before we go, as always, what's going on?
Dad got up to go pee and the door is wide open, so we are listening to him kiss. And Mom started laughing and then just farted and
Mom?
is blaming it on me.
Oh my God.
I'm sick. I told you that. I'm sick today.
Holy shit. Well, that's the end of
Holy
today's
shit, all
program.
right.
Before we go, as always,
Merch. We need merch.
despite
Haley needs to make a merch T-shirt.
Mhm.
The necessary conversation, because when people call in and we take their question, they need to get a merch.
set it
Is
up.
that a good idea?
Sure, set it up.
I just farted.
Oh my God.
On national
Mom, I
TV.
love you.
Oh yeah, our
Dad, I love you. Haley, I love you. All of my nieces and nephews that are there, I love you.
Mom, I love you. Dad, I love you. Chad, I love you.
I love everybody.
He says that all the time.
Yeah.
Chad,
You guys better get right.
I love you. Haley, I love you. Conrad, I love you. Willow, Harbor, Roman, Kitty, Max in heaven, I love you. Shiny, I love you.
All right.
She's
We-
a bear.
We'll see you next
Love
week.
you, gang.
I'm sorry I farted. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I farted.
Well, it's amazing how you got sick and got well.
The grandbabies made me feel better. Look, he's jealous. He's so jealous.
I'm not either. Care less.
Okay. Bye. Did you already click us off?
No.
Oh, click us off.